Let's go, Josie.
Thank you to the Anderson and Indianois and Sandoval families. Can you all hear me? I appreciate this opportunity to speak my truth. Before I begin, I would like to have a moment of silence to acknowledge the traditional, ancestral, unsucceeded territories of the Manahoac, Nocasarte, Piscataway, First Nation tribes, on which we are standing, working, and learning in today. Please bow your head. Uh-oh. I didn't know it was like that. You may now lift your head. I'm a proud and unapologetically Black girl in America. I am a scholar. I am a student leader at Justice High School. I am the great-granddaughter of a Tuskegee Airman. I am the great-granddaughter of a Black Panther. Jobs and freedom in 1963, 57 years ago. I'm the great cousin of Emmett Till, who, like George Floyd, was murdered. I'm about to cry.
Come on, bring it, Josie.
Who, like George Floyd, I'll repeat this. I am also the great cousin of Emmett Till, who, like George Floyd, was murdered because he was a Black male. I am an anti-racist. And I'm here to tell you that we are done dying. We are done dying at the hands of police. We are done dying on video. We are done dying without accountability. Thank you. I'm here for Breonna Taylor, Antoine Rose, Alton Sterling, Trayvon Martin, Laquan McDonald, and Sandra Bland, and countless others who have been killed at the hands of police whose names will never make it on the news. I'm here today because my father's, mother's, and little brother's life matters as much as any other white person. Because every brown and Black woman and child deserves equal protection under the law of these United States of America. I'm here 57 years later, just 10 miles from where my grandparents stood, with freedom fighters, asking the same question. When will America stop tolerating injustice, police brutality, economic oppression, and racism? That is who I am, and that is why I'm here. I know you are here because you want to be the generation that fixes this problem. I'm sorry, y'all, we have a lot of pages here, so we're just gonna put that down. Oh, no. I know the sun is not out right now, but as I continue to speak, and while the sun still shines every day, ask yourself, why are you here, and what are you willing to do? As Sweet Honey in the Rock sang, we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes, until the killing of Black men, Black mothers' sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We believe, like the freedom fighters that came before us, we believe the white world we live in today was created by and for white supremacists to hold the Black man and woman down. We believe racism Black Lives Matter every day and everywhere. Black Lives Matter when people of privilege pull their kids out of local public schools to go with less kids of color. Yes. Black Lives Matter when parents know their children's curriculum is sugarcoating history, but it's not
Yes.
the right good. Black Lives Matter when the same prison system that was used to keep black people in chains is now profiting off of detaining immigrants. Black Lives Matter when white children don't have more than a few black or Latino students in their AAP, AP, or IB classes. Black Lives Matter when children are expected to close the achievement gap as if something is wrong with them, and not the racist classic education system. Black Lives Matter when you are proud of living in a diverse community, but are not in any way supporting people of color. Black Lives Matter when creating schools and highways named after the people who wanted to keep black people in chains. Once it is understood that Black Lives Matter, the recent immigrant family will be able to get their child into those IB and AP classes. Once it is understood that Black Lives Matter, the transgender or biracial child will not have to deal with 100 microaggressions a day. Once it is understood that Black Lives Matter, the Asian child who has been trying to explain to their family the horrors of police brutality will be heard. Once Black Lives Matter and are respected, there will be no more George Floyd. As Malcolm X said, you can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. For me to go to a school that was named after a Confederate, and many of my friends of color not knowing why that's offensive, is a clear example why change is needed now. This is an example of one of the many dangers of our history being taught from a white supremacist perspective. For me to go to school where many immigrant children aren't able to play varsity sports because they can't afford to be on expensive club teams, is why change is needed now. For me to go to a school where white children are coddled when they express racism, while students of color are silenced, is why change is needed now. Or that no black students have been admitted into the illustrious Thomas Jefferson High School this year. Shows me we have some real work to do right here in Fairfax County. Educate ourselves in our community. We must demand justice. We must disrupt racism. You all need to vote for all the black people who have been wrongly incarcerated. You all need to vote for people like me who are too young to vote, but are being mentally and physically impacted by racism every single day. Yes, please capitalize on this moment. The world is watching us, America, waiting for us to decide what we are going to do next. Are we going to continue to accept the status quo or dismantle our racist systems? Who are we? What are we willing to sacrifice for justice? Which side of this revolution are you on? Will your grandchildren be here still chanting and singing "We Shall Overcome" 60 years from now?
No.
It gives me hope that a lot of you guys are here today. And I want you guys to all join me in song. While you sing, I want you to feel the sorrow of the slave whose great-great-great-granddaughter is now protesting for her life. While we sing, I want you to honor the Native stand on. And while we sing, think about the conversation you want to have at dinner tomorrow. And also think about what book you're going to read next. I have my brothers and sisters from Justice. You guys can all please raise your hand.
All right.
Annadale. Falls Church. We are the future, and I trust that we got this. And I do not want to make another speech like this again, so we need to get our mess together now. Thank you everyone for valuing and hearing my voice today. We will now sing This Little Light of Mine. Please join us and don't be scared to get into it. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Go on.